EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This one taken from the 7. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. Push the outlaw. Oh, you got deep? Slam. Anyway, Mark for 56. Check 56. I know he is. Check.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. They'll run with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Brissett. Finding Paris Campbell, and there's Campbell's first NFL catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
I'm coming. Check the backer.
Brissett to throw on first. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check out.
Taylor. A good positive play there, 9 yards. Spot still 3rd and long.
Nasir Adderley on the tackle. brings up third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Wide, get wide. Right there, 56. Hey, let's get this.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Switch.
They turn to Taylor on fourth, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Protein spill. Hey, seam 6.
Jump.
Now.
Alert flare.
Fight.
From the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Go. Ready?
Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Safety creep. Check. Watch twist. Motion.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47.
The Charger drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
46-yard line.
Let's get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
55.
Yeah. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
There you go. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Switch. Check 24. Check 24. Check 9.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 7, Colts nothing.
Ready. 56, the mock boy. 56. Check 56. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see. Let's go. Come on. Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 31. Hey, go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got Burton here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On 2nd and 15 now, Brissett. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Breaks a tackle. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
No.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You draw quarters.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson. 48 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 56. Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's put that team on the front.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Check. Fresno. 52's in line. Watch it.
3rd and short yardage. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first down throw for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3. And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Bravo! Snap!
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he's going to take it. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. J.J. Nelson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they? Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? Unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Taylor. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Set a tone. Shift! Watch the shift! Showing it. Hatchet. Hayward. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. This one into the hands of Burton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Let's set 50, plant.
Mike 5-4.
22 jet bomber, 22 go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check 50.
Hey, zoom. Hey. 5.
To throw on second down. Herbert trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Brissett now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Motion.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
38 yards on the scamper there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's 61, matchbox lights. Switch. Go. Hit it.
They'll run with Kelly. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they just...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards. And the Colts are in for 6. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
And 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I got 1. I got 6.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Delta.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9. You're on the 9. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert lets it go for Nelson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 71 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers 42, Colts 7. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are in for 6. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Colts 14. Rigoberto Sanchez.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Look at me, zipper. That's me.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert lets it go for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 79 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. We're set from the gun on 3rd. And a throw right sideline is complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
Ready? 15.
First and goal, less than 2 yards left.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On on second down. It's Hines. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Brissett on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzling.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
To throw on third down, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes The other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Ready? 8 gainer. 61. Matchbox light. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Check. Check safety. 6-6, bullet high. Go.
Check the backer.
Go. 5.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 52.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th fourth down try. They'll run for it with Hines. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?